Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at in the world, whatever time zone you're in. Welcome to the channel if you're new. And thank you everybody for coming back who has subscribed and are still watching the videos. So this is going to be one of the money saving videos that I do. Maybe like once a week I'll put one out. Some tips on saving money, and this could be random stuff around the house. I have no organization today on what this is about. It's just random stuff that we use every day. So stay tuned. I'm going off the screen, but that doesn't mean you go off. All right, this is going to be a test on listening, okay? That's what it is, since you can't see my face. You want to make money, you got to be a good listener. So, if you use waffles, I told you this is going to be random, okay? This is from Consumer Reports and their ratings. So, if you are looking in the market for a waffle maker, this is some of the ratings from Consumer Reports. Calphalon, of course, they are usually pretty expensive. They got an 82, but you know, Chefman is about a third of that price for $40 and got pretty close to it. So, you know, it just depends on what they each do. Even Browning, easy to use. This one is for round waffles. If it doesn't matter to you whether you have round waffles or square, you know, if you want square, you could go for Cuisinart. This rating is actually not super high, and they want $60. So some of the ways to make your world-class waffles, you can do a lot with waffles. If you're into the keto diet, you can use eggs as your protein, one of your protein sources. You can put eggs into the waffle maker. A lot of people do that. They call them chaffles that are on the keto diet. I don't agree with this vegetable oil and not butter. If you want to use oil, try and use olive oil. Vegetable oil is really hard on your heart and your arteries. So totally ignore this used vegetable oil. Actually, high-class butter like ghee, it might even be better than vegetable oil. That's a whole nother channel. I'm really into the health stuff here, so I'm definitely not going to tell you to use vegetable oil. Do not use canola oil, vegetable oil, soybean oil. You want to whip your wipes up and make it a fluffier waffle. You want to finish your waffles in the oven is what it's saying here. I've never put them in the oven. What is the point of that? If you're going to spend 120 on a waffle maker, why would you want to continue putting it into the oven? Has anybody put their waffles into an oven? Please comment below if you have. It's saying here, put them in the oven and a low heat will make them crispier and they'll stay longer. Never in my life seen that. Okay, it's saying here if you want to make the waffles with baking powder, add cornstarch to keep them crispy on the outside. And it's saying do not over grease your waffles. Alright, so another thing is there a difference between maple syrup and table syrup? So maple and table syrup contain similar amounts of calories and sugars, and maple syrup should only have one ingredient, and that is maple syrup. I think maple syrup is actually better for you because it has less processed stuff in it. And table syrup is corn syrup, which could be from GMO. So they usually add sugars, coloring, flavor, preservatives, and they may be GMO. So definitely go for your maple syrup. Now this is not a food channel, but those are just some tips. Okay, so if you are in the market for some speakers, which I am by the way, best budget pick is Amazon Echo Dot. And I guess these are Bluetooth because Sonos one, I think they are. Best budget pick Amazon Echo Dot. Google Nest Mini, multifunctional value, great smart display. I've always used JBL. And it is starting to die after a year. A lot of us like these things because smart speakers can make your life easier, especially if you got Alexa. You can find your phone. You can empower somebody with mobility issues. You can translate in real time. So they are worth the money. And so you just want to do your homework and try and find the best one. They probably even have several YouTube videos with people comparing these different things. Now, I don't have the money to keep buying all these little different gadgets and comparing them on a video for you. So what we do is we just go to the experts and see what they got to say. And, that's great. If they want to send them to me to try out for you guys, that's great. But I don't have money to buy a bunch of speakers and try them out for you because that can get pretty pricey. Bark like a watchdog. Both Alexa and Google Assistant offer burglar deterrent modes, which is pretty cool. I never knew that. You can try smart speaker spins on classics like Hangman, song quizzes. You can check in with your loved ones. If you give a smart speaker to an older relative or friend who lives alone, they can notify you if they don't engage with it by a certain time each day. And this is a service that is provided on Amazon Alexas. And Google will offer support features for older adults as well, but they are less robust. So this is just coming from Consumer Reports. Okay, and these are some of the comparisons that Consumer Reports did on these different speakers. Smart speakers. The JBL is the one I was talking about that I have, and it's lasted a good year, but now it's starting to act up. So I think how long these things last is also very important because if you're going to be paying $200 for something, you want it to last more than a year. $50, I might expect it to last a year, but some of these are pretty high. So Amazon Echo Studio is $200. Sonos Move, $400. Oh my goodness. These are the ratings that have on the side, and some of the higher ratings are more pricey, except for this Facebook one over here, which is $300 and only got a 53 rating. JBL got a pretty low rating too, and my guess is because it's not lasting as long. So here's what they tested on: sound quality, versatility, ease of use, assistance, and info display. It should put on here also how long these things last. Okay, so I'm assuming Amazon did not sponsor this because this usually is non-biased. Consumer Reports is usually non-biased when they do their tests. Everybody got around 65, 67. Amazon Echo Show 10 got 67. Amazon Echo Studio is at the top from what it looks like. The most money, the most for your value, for your money here. Amazon Echo Studio. JBL Link Music. Some of these are pretty low. Look at iLive Platinum. This one, 38. Apple HomePod Mini. Not really great score on that. So you can come back and look at this video more in depth if you want to. I'm going to move on so I don't lose half of you. The overall score is based on sound quality, versatility, ease of use. The sound quality is most heavily weighted how the speaker compares with the top-rated reference models. The ease of use evaluates the setup, the use of speaker, and the info display indicates the models have some level of tabletop functionality. Alright, so this is my saving money, home tips, money tips, all that good stuff for the week. Come back next week and we'll have a different one. We'll talk about different things. So I'll see you all in the next video.